I, 28F, realized I'm not happy in my marriage with my husband, 34M. Is this just the grass is greener syndrome? I, 28F, have been with my husband, 34M, for almost 10 years. He was my first everything, and he's a great person. He loves me, he would never abuse or cheat on me, and he's my very best friend. We have similar hobbies and enjoy spending time together. However, I've always felt like something was missing. I think my husband is a good-looking man, but I don't think I've ever personally felt physically attracted to him. When we first started dating, I was fresh out of high school and didn't really know anything about physical intimacy. I thought it was just something that would happen over time. As the years passed, I've realized my husband and I don't have very much of a physical connection or chemistry, both in the bedroom and out of the bedroom. Our bedroom has always very much been, by definition, a dead bedroom and hasn't improved much, even with efforts from both sides. Over the past couple of years, I've had some major events happen to people I care about, and I had a lot of trouble going through that. My husband isn't the most empathetic person and doesn't know how to handle those situations, so he shuts down. I felt really alone in those times and had to get through it on my own, but it made me realize we weren't really on the wavelength, emotionally. We've discussed this, and it's not something that I blame him for, we're just extremely different. Lastly, I feel as if I haven't grown as much as I would have liked during our relationship as a person. Early on, before our relationship started, I was getting to a place where I was becoming more confident and independent. However, looking back, I realized that growth stopped and I might have regressed. For example, my husband is, by nature, a very gregarious and sociable person. Very often, I'll start telling stories to others, and he'll usually talk over me and take over the story, driving the conversation instead. I usually dismissed it as he's better at telling stories than me, but in hindsight, this really affected my confidence in myself. This and interrupting me in general are things I bring up as a concern to him often, but it's never changed, since it's just who he is as a person. I've realized that I'm not entirely happy in my marriage with him, but there are good moments to where I'm not completely unhappy. He still is my best friend, we get along well on a daily basis, and he does treat me well, which are all things I'm grateful for. I'm very much afraid of falling victim to the grass is greener syndrome, so I don't know if these are things that I should take seriously, and I don't want to hurt him. TLDR, I've realized my husband and I are too different, emotionally and physically, and I'm not happy in our relationship. I don't know if these are normal barriers in a relationship or if my concerns are valid enough to consider leaving. Is this just a case of the grass is greener on the other side? Sorry for the long post, I welcome any and all advice.